Okay, how did I start in casting? Well, I didn't go into casting. It just kind of fell in my lap. Honestly, it came to me basically. I'm an actor. I love acting still, and I still do acting. Um, and so I've always loved being an actor. And my first movie I ever set foot on was when I was 8 years old, and just went on from there. Every few years, there would be a film that would come to town, and I would be a part of it. And so it just grew and grew and grew. And so years ago, I was doing acting, but I knew so many people in the industry, um, from crew to actors, just a lot of people that I had met. I networked a lot. I went to film festivals. I supported the filmmakers here. So I met a lot of people. I knew a lot of people. I knew a lot of actors. So it started out that people would call me and ask for a certain type or a look or an actor that could fit this bill. Could they be this? Do you think? Do you have any actors that can fill this role? Or do you know anybody that can fill this role? Sure. Yeah, I could send you some people um, that could probably do a really good job for you. So I started doing that on the side and, still working as an actor and still working in production stuff. But I started doing that. And then all of a sudden I started freelancing for a lot of different people. Let's put it that way. And then I started freelancing for a studio in Dallas. And at that time, they were creating their original programming um, to produce television shows. And they had a television show that they formatted and were pitching, and it actually got picked up by a network. It was a very good show. It was number one. And then all of a sudden, before I knew it, they had a second one. So we were producing two hit TV shows for a network. So every week it was, we went from script to screen. So we had to get a writer, write the script. We would do the script breakdowns. We would look for the locations, what props, what wardrobe, what types of characters we needed to cast for. So I was involved in all of that from script to screen. And I did quite a bit of casting as well. I also did wardrobe and props and crafty and locations and securing cars, even vehicles and buildings and apartments. And I would knock doors and call people. And so it was constant. It was a lot of work, but I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I enjoyed it. But it was the process that I loved. It was the process. So we would get everything secured for an episode, and it took us 4 days to film an episode, and then we'd be off for a couple of days, and then we'd immediately start on the second episode, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, or whatever they had. I think the first year we had like 6 episodes. Then it went to 10. Then it went to 20, and that was for two shows. So it was constantly working, which I loved. And I think that stayed with me because I still work a lot today um, to get the job done right. And that's what I love about it. But after about 6 years, I decided to branch out on my own and start freelancing as casting. And I still work production jobs since I learned so much from this studio. They taught me everything. They were my mentors and helped me, and I'm so grateful to them. And I stop by to see them every once in a while and say hello. So I'm so grateful for everything I learned there. They taught me a great deal, and so branching out on my own was a little scary because I was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna work. Am I gonna work? Am I gonna get paid by myself? So it was a little scary. But I trusted God, and I said, Lord, I just feel led to do this, to start this on my own and be able to help actors, and not only in their career, but I love to help people in general, because at that time I transitioned from the studio to freelancing. I had been working also at night with a radio program as an overnight host for a Christian radio program. It was called In Prayer Line. So I prayed for people nightly. I played music and ran the program overnight. And so that was ending at the time because we were a non com station and we were being sold to KERA. So that ended. But then the casting was with me, and I had a lot of people that I could go to, a lot of actors. And that was more important to me at that time, was helping people be successful and succeed, and how to get there, the tools they needed to get there, and how to do it properly and do it right. And not only in their career, but in their personal life. I mean, because I had for 8 years been working as an overnight host for a radio program that I was helping people constantly. Um, and so I needed that. And so that's where this came in with the casting, is I have a lot of people that I can help. So that's what I love about it. It's the process again, and I don't charge to speak at workshops, and I don't charge to consult with people when I meet with them for coffee or lunch. I'm there for them, to listen to them, because I know how much casting directors make, and I know they do really well, and I don't believe in penny pinching actors. They pay enough already for headshots and workshops and coaching and training and travel, and they just don't need any more on their plate. So I'm about helping people succeed, and that to me is more important than anything, because I'm nobody, but I'm here to help anybody that I can. And I'm just very grateful that I am a casting director and I can work. And I'm so very humbled and grateful that I'm in this business. I really am. I work production as well. So when I don't have any castings that are coming in, or it's a little slow, then I do work production jobs. So people know they can contact me. I can be a production coordinator, PA, crafty, wardrobe, whatever their needs are. Um, I'm there for them. And so they can call upon me and I'm able to work. So I do that on the side so I can always be working on some kind of project. Um, so I can do both. Anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all because a lot of you aren't aware of that. So I've got to get back to work. I'm working on some things tonight, as a matter of fact. We will talk soon.